Lost in the sauce.
Hard pause. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hard Pause Podcast.
Sometimes you just.
I am Julian Blaq.
Feel like
This is my brother Quarter Water TV.
I know.
We're bringing the
Yeah.
podcast. But the music that will be featured in this broadcast is down in the description. Please go and give these brothers a spin on Spotify. We got Mark Matthews, Shawn, Silver, Slumpzero, Hollywood Zombies, our brother Hudson Redwater. Make sure you go check out their clothing line. I should have put a link to the clothing line there, so I'll make sure I do that next pod. But
you could do it at the end.
Yeah, that's true. Edit it at the end.
Yeah.
But yo, I saw some funny shit. This is like not gonna be a straight topic. Did you see where Charleston White was saying that dudes that take care of themselves ain't men? That men's supposed to be dirty and funky?
Yeah, he a weirdo. Like, he is a weirdo, man. Charleston White just got his ass whooped last night too.
Whoa, really?
Yep, somewhere on stage talking crazy to somebody in the crowd. They beat his ass. Some niggas, some country niggas. I'm talking about beat his ass too. Like, got him good too. They beat that ass. Like, he tried to throw like a chair. It's a video on the line, but you know, you can't play that shit on YouTube. But it's up there for your own research. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's up there.
Yeah, there be sometimes I want to play a video, but then I remember that we can't really.
Yeah, see that.
You can't really
YouTube shit crazy. Hell yeah.
Until you explained it to me in depth about how it is, it's not exactly YouTube that's doing it. It's the
it's YouTube. Yeah, it's because of the ads. They can't, the sponsors, just like everything else. Like, that's why people like, all right, when people be getting canceled, right? People think that it's an outcry from the public. Nigga, it ain't the public for real. It's really the sponsors.
True that.
The sponsors don't like what you said. You know what I'm saying? So once the sponsors start pulling out, that's when the money start going. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you start getting canceled.
What's up, little Jules? Proud to be an American. What's popping? What's up, little Jules? There's got to be somebody I know.
Proud to be American when you so am I. You know what I'm saying?
I'm always. I signed on. Diggity Dirk. Yeah, we was gonna grab Dirk on one that, like, especially if we have. I was gonna do an offshoot, like a more of a political based pod.
I'm with it. Oh, like a different kind of podcast with like just on political shit. Yeah, I ain't with that.
But I want to do more political commentary on the comments.
I think you, like, even on your channel, I think your channel, that even that reaction that you did, that you got like a couple thousand.
Yeah, within like the first couple days.
I think you got like a niche right there, because that's, you know, a lot about that shit. Like, that could be your lane right there. You know what I'm saying? And then you could do a podcast too about that type of shit. That's your lane.
Because I wanted mine to be more of a like political commentary, but more of finding a comical side, if at all possible. In any.
That's all of them niggas though. Think about it. Think about, like, most of the political niggas. They try to throw a little comedy. They all think they funny. All them niggas. Go listen to them. Like,
I forgot. If Dirk's talking about this young lady that I'm cool with, and she was a bit of a feminazi. Not a whole.
He wanted to rage.
He wanted to piss her off, and I was like, I don't want to set her up for that. Oh shit! It was awesome.
That's good. That's good content for real.
And she would go.
I agree with him. Yeah, I agree with him, man. That's good, man. If you want to go viral, that's like the easiest way to go viral.
Yeah, this chick, she would have been funny because she's articulate, but she's one of those feminazis that act like the women here are like at dire straits, having their rights taken away, and they're literally at war where they need to consider.
Hold on. Pause. What's a feminazi?
It's the feminists that are like, that hate men and they're pushing that women make 70.
Basically a misandrist.
a misandrist big time, and they're pushing like arguments that have already been destroyed, like the
the wage gap.
wage gap and everything.
Yeah.
So I mean, and are there women that make less than men unrightfully? That's still a possibility, but the laws are there to protect those women.
I don't think not in America. That shit ain't, unless it's some under the table shit. It's not even legal. You can't. There's no way you could get away with that shit. How?
Yeah, that's what I was telling her that too.
Yes, you can't get away with that shit. Like what? Like it's just because a lot of men do the physical shit. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. Like some of the jobs that like I seen some shit. What was that shit? Them niggas was on the ice fishing.
Yeah,
you know how much people die out there, dog.
Ice fishing, the regular fishing where they go out and catch all the tuna and all that other
the
crazy
lobster and all that shit. Yeah, them niggas be on the water for 8-9 months at a time, freezing cold. All
those cats out there drilling in the middle of the sea on them floaty things, and
facts.
It's a lot of wild shit, and that's what I tell people. I respect the grounds, the dirty down ground infrastructure workers. I don't want to do none of that shit. So I understand why these women don't want.
So you gotta respect. That's why they be going too far with the feminism shit. Just everybody just cool out, man. It's double standards on both sides. That's just life. Life is not fair, man.
And like I always say, any man that says we don't need women is an idiot, and any woman that says
what? That shit is the craziest shit on earth. Like what? Well, I love women. Who the fuck want to be around a bunch of dudes all day?
Because we all come from
even with the even women with the bullshit. We be on bullshit too. Humans is just on bullshit. It's not a man or a woman thing. Like you know what I'm saying? Humans is just be on some bullshit. Like it ain't. It's not a male or female thing. It's humans. Because a lot of the shit, even like, I'm gonna give you a prime example. I started like analyzing the fresh and fit dudes, right?
Mm-hmm. Which one, Myron or
Both of them, because Fresh ain't really he's basically a stool. He don't really say shit. Like you know what I'm saying? So basically Myron the main shit, right? You can't talk all this masculine manly shit and you cry because they demonetized your channel. You cry. All this tough ass talk, nigga, that shit went out the window. You cried like a girl, nigga.
That was a lot of money.
I don't care though, dog. Because you know why I don't care? Because he always talk about how he make money outside of the show. Got real estate. What you crying for? And then on top of it, I'm gonna show you why he was crying for no reason, right? All that nigga had to do, all they did was demonetize him. They ain't take their channel from. They just demonetized him. So just keep doing your show and just make the niggas cash app you. They had a big fan base.
Oh, they stopped doing the show? Or they went to Rumble or something?
No, they still doing it now on YouTube, but I'm saying, why was you crying? You was crying for nothing.
Yeah.
That ain't no man shit. What you crying for?
How about Alex Jones getting reinstated on X?
That's cool.
Yeah. Yo, you know what's funny? Tucker Carlson just did a show with Alex Jones on X. And Tucker's show on X gets hella ratings. Fox tried to stop him from doing the show on X, but it's his personal social media. They can't stop it. And that nigga,
Good.
He literally has he built a full-on studio, but Fox came and took all the equipment that they had gave him to do remote stuff from home, and then he just replaced it and bought it all back.
He just buy his own shit like he broke. What the fuck? He got money. The fuck he got me? Yeah, he rich. And now he about to make a bigger. See, this is the thing, right? Even with Alex Jones, right? You know, I ain't too far from Newtown. Newtown's like probably 25 minutes from me, like where them kids got killed, Sandy Hook and all that shit. Well, basically Sandy Hook and Newtown, same shit, right?
Yep, they right.
Not far from. So I knew that was real. So he only went too far with it. He just went too far with the conspiracy thing. Like
on the Tucker show, that Sandy Hook conspiracy shit came well after they canceled him. They added that on. They didn't cancel him for that. They canceled.
So what they canceled him for?
Canceled him for all the other shit. They just didn't like it was saying. and Tucker and them broke it down on the interview. The timeline. Sandy Hook came later.
So what was the initial basis on what was he saying?
Just all the conspiracy theory stuff, having an unpopular opinion. They didn't like him.
I ain't gonna front though. I'll show you something. I'm gonna show you some wild shit. The other day turning the fraud. That's a fact though. I ain't even reading that.
No,
but that's a fact. Now look, hold on, right?
I'm gonna tell you something after you finish the statement.
I read the guidelines. See, this is the thing, right? When you start really reading these guidelines, they have shit in there for shit like that, like YouTube. They got it where you can't be up here just saying crazy ass conspiracy theory. You can get your channel took for that.
Now, here's the deal with Alex. Alex says crazy shit. Most of this shit wind up being true. Like they're putting shit in the water to make the. There literally are hormones in the water that's cross changing the frog sex. There are male frogs that are becoming female frogs in our water system.
No, he what he's saying is right. I get it, but the whole thing is
delivery.
When we not even a delivery, when we try to go on freedom of speech, when you on somebody else's platform, it ain't really. You know what I'm saying? You basically sign a contract every time you sign a user agreement. So that shit is in the user agreement. So all these social media sites that he putting his shit on, that's why. If he'd have kept it on his own website, he could have kept saying whatever the fuck he wanted to.
And he kept it moving with his site though. He was doing.
Yeah.
His site was still doing well. It actually made his site more popular. That's when they started coming after him with the Sandy Hook stuff and the lawsuit stuff. After they couldn't shut him.
That's where he started going crazy though. After that, kind of when they started going for him, that's the thing that he tried to refrain from taking accountability. When they started going for him, he started doubling down even more crazier. Like when they started coming for him, that's when he really started saying crazy shit. That's when he went with the Sandy Hook as a hoax and all that crazy shit.
No, the Sandy Hook shit was said before they shut him down, but they added it on. They shut him down first.
Listen, I'm saying when they started coming for him, he started getting mad and started poking his chest. He started saying more crazy shit. This is where the Sandy Hook shit came in because they was already going for him already. They didn't take him down. They was coming for him though. So that's what started getting him mad. He started saying more crazy shit. That's what did it.
They say when they actually decide to cancel you, you lose bank accounts, you lose emails, you lose everything.
Because look, nobody wants to be associated with you. Like when you start doing certain shit, that's why they say when it's freedom of speech, it ain't really true. You can't really say whatever you want to say, like unless you truly like independent of all the shit. Like you know what I'm saying? You got your own. You know what I'm saying? Everything.
How do you say that word? An increase of antrazine. I was just watching I watched a show and I read an article on the antrazine in the public water. And I think I sent it to you too, where they were literally showing it. The scientists were showing it. And they're sterilizing the frogs or they're feminizing the frogs. They're actually male frogs that start laying eggs and behaving like females and stuff. It's really crazy. Yeah, and they're saying that's one of the reasons that's feminizing men of today and making women more attracted to feminine dudes.
Yeah, refusing. Yeah, at them banks. As soon as he starts talking about them people, you know how that shit go. Like them niggas start refusing. Them niggas start refusing your bank. And see, the thing with Kanye is this thing with Kanye. What I keep trying to explain to people: Kanye never had no billions of dollars ever. He never had no billions of dollars ever. He didn't. He never had it. What he had was contracts. Like he had a bunch of deals and they added up the billions of dollars, like the deal with Adidas, the deal with Skechers, the deal with such and such. All his deals, when he added up, like over the periods of time, it added up to billions of dollars. So he was saying he had. That's why when he started losing his deals, they say he lost such and such money. Nobody loses that money. How you lose money you already got?
In that case, a lot of these billionaires ain't really true billionaires, unless they got.
They really true billionaires. Just the entertainers ain't.
Okay.
The real billionaires really got money. Them niggas like Jordan and them niggas really got billions of them niggas got money. Like it's just them other niggas that be money they don't got. Like Puffy and them is the niggas that you gotta kind of watch their money. Like this nigga might say he got this, but it ain't really looking like that. Like, you know it's them kind of niggas.
Yeah.
that you gotta watch. Like, but niggas like Jordan, them niggas really got bread. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oprah, they really got bread. And they ain't going off no deals. This is really the money they got. Like,
Yeah.
and the companies they own.
Oh shoot, I did not mean to do that. I blew us up on my main screen. I can't read the comments like that. Yeah, the atrazine in the water is a byproduct of the birth control. Like women that are all of our women are on birth control. They urinate in the water. They release the atrazine, the chemical from the birth control. Our water treatment plants don't have a way of removing it from the water, so it gets recycled back into the clean water that comes back in. So we literally have like feminizing chemicals in our water. Unless
You know why you can't get too diabolical and all that shit, man? All that shit'll drive you crazy, man.
It don't drive me crazy, but it's good to know. You know what I'm saying? It's good to know. So if you
Man,
have
yeah, be sitting there knowing all that shit, man. You know how much shit Pops and you and Pops send me, man? If I sit there and just delve into all that shit, man, I'll be nuts. I'll be nuts, my nigga.
90% of a lot of this shit I send is usually funny shit.
Funny, but Pops be sending that diabolical shit. Sometimes y'all be sending the same shit though. You know
I probably
yeah. But if I like let that shit consume me, I'll be angry. And I'll be scared of everything. Like, nigga, I ain't about to move around like that, man. You all live and we die, man. This earth been fucked up, nigga. The ancestors will protect us, man. You just gotta eat as healthy as you can, and you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
buy bottled water, nigga.
It was funny, man. I was having a conversation with my bros in Discord about like cancer and some of the carcinogens in our food. It was weird because a few days before I was in a car, had an Uber driver that was from Ghana, and he had lost, unfortunately, rest in peace, he lost his brother to cancer here, and a couple other relatives here to cancer. And he says none of his family in Ghana ever died from cancer. He said they don't. He said just us here in America. I said that's because the shit's in the food. In Ghana, you're eating all fresh, healthy, nice food. What's up, Miss Bish?
Yeah, it's definitely the food.
And he said his brother never, none of his family ever suffered from cancer. What's going on, my Cuban compadre? I be forgetting your real name. Miss Jax here. We started out on that small app that I used to stream on. I tell you about sometime.
Mm-hmm.
I still go there sometime to visit people, and it's still.
Oh, the app still exists.
Oh yeah, they're not going anywhere. They buy up all the smaller apps and take them over, and then absorb them or run them out of business. I was literally their first. I was the oldest male, like featured streamer, and the first Blaq one. This was back in 2018, 2017, 2018. Everybody else was young, pretty, and absorbingly Caucasian. If that's the right. Young, pretty, and Caucasian. But they pulled on with me. They pulled on a lot of other young black folks. And my brother, they called him the Meet Me Will Smith. Rest in peace. His name is what was Will's name?
The Meet Me Will Smith. They call him Hitch.
No, his name is Derek Williams II. He was murdered out in his hometown. They found him like shot like back in.
Yeah, rest in peace to that man. Damn.
It's sad because he wasn't a street dude. I mean, he was an independently wealthy young man. He owned a furniture store. He had a studio, beautiful home, beautiful lady, baby boy. He had a baby boy, and I saw like a couple of his mother is a veteran and his dad's are vets. I saw a couple months ago they were doing an outcry to try to get someone to come forward with some information because they still haven't caught his killer yet.
Oh, they still don't know who did it. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
man. Sometimes, man, when you be doing shit, see when shit like that happen to you, it's somebody around you, and they don't know who did it. Like it's usually somebody around you. That's why you can't find out who did it. If it was like some random shit, they leave too much evidence around. Like when they stole random shit.
I think they stole his vehicle, which was a high-priced vehicle. He had a lot of merch and shit in there, and he had money on him. They took all that shit. Because Will didn't walk around.
Did they find the vehicle?
They found the vehicle, but it was stripped. Everything was taken from it.
Yeah, like no fingerprints, nothing on that shit.
I assume not, because they haven't caught nobody. Maybe these fools wiped
That's what I'm saying. That who does that? Like, you feel what I'm saying? That's some inside shit. Like,
And I was thinking it could be anyone, because jealousy out there, because he's young, nice looking kid, in shape, money, got money for days, and he ain't out there in the streets doing shit. He was just
right.
working. He was still expanding. He was only 25. To have all the shit he had, he was only 25.
Yeah, that's somebody he knew. I guarantee you that. I
I hope
guarantee
they
you
catch
somebody
that.
around him.
I hope
They
they.
gonna, you know how that type of shit usually come. It always come out, like especially when it's somebody close to you, somebody he knew. I bet you.
I hope that motherfucker.
That's usually how that shit be. Like,
Slow and painful death from taking that man from his family.
yeah, that's fucked up.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially if the nigga wasn't into nothing. Like, you know what
He
I'm
was,
saying?
man. He was about his family. It was about his business, but he was about his family, his son, and I didn't even know his sister, but I saw some posts from his sister, and his sister obviously is not taken. That's her big brother that got murdered. So
Right.
I seen a lot of posts with her dealing with it. Yeah, hopefully that wasn't. I was in our family pod. It's still left out to go to play some nigga named Corday. So hopefully you don't get a copyright on that. It wasn't from my playlist. That was from the playlist. Why did it leave the playlist?
I don't know. That's wild.
It's on the first. It's on Murray's. That's the first song out of 62 songs. So hopefully it won't be doing no goofy shit like that. Spotify messing up, man. I might be going to something else as long as our people's music is on it.
I told you I be using YouTube. That's the best shit. The YouTube music is the best shit to use. Like,
And I got YouTube Premium, so I can do that. Yeah.
And I'm sure all they shit is up there because you feel what I'm saying? They got videos. Them niggas be having videos of shit.
True that. My, do you notice on your iPhone it keeps turning the brightness down on you? For some reason mine does that.
Yeah, I hate that shit. Yeah, my shit be doing that shit too. I don't know why. Like,
Maybe
or
it's
it
because
turn it up on me. I'll turn the brightness down and this shit'll go up on its own. Like, crazy.
My shit always down. I'm blind as shit. I need as much light as possible.
That light be fucking up your eyes.
I don't like my monitors to be light.
It's Amazon. He
Amazon
prefer
Music?
Amazon. I like Amazon too. Prime, Amazon.
Yeah,
shit.
I had.
You get that for free too when you got Amazon Prime too.
Yeah, that's what I got on my Alexa. I be playing it on there. I used to play it on when I ride my motorcycle. That was my music I played through Amazon.
Yeah, I be fucking with that YouTube just because it's free.
Dude, what was I looking at?
It's free and you can get everything up there. Like, even if you want like a freestyle that's on YouTube, you could put all that shit on your YouTube playlist. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like them other shit. Them other shit you can't find certain shit.
Yeah. I'm looking at this. They said that Black Adam movie was a flop because they wouldn't play it in China. It's because they was mad at that Pierce dude. Allegedly,
They making excuses, man. The problem with DC is they keep coming out with 1,000 man movies, and they don't really know how to make they don't really know how to build their characters. They gotta build the characters to get a characters a fan base. Like how the MCU did. They started with Iron Man. Everybody loved Iron Man, so they started Captain America. They built to where they at now. DC got to start all over and stop making 1,000 Batman movies. Stop making fucking Batman movies. God damn, it's like 50 Batman movies.
Yeah, that's
telling
true.
the same story.
The Marvels, I don't even think I saw that.
I haven't seen it. I heard it was bad though. I'm gonna watch it though. Just because I'm invested in the Marvel shit. Like, I'm a nerd like that. Like,
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I heard it was bad though. MCU started with the yeah. Well, technically, yeah, for real. But they kind of switched it because it was Ed Norton at first. Now it's what's the Mark Ruffalo or whatever his name is.
Which one you
Ed
think is
Norton.
the better, Ed or Mark?
Nah, Mark way better.
Okay.
Mark is like Mark looked like Hulk it looked like him for real. Like
You're right. It's like the
Mark
Hulk, like a swollen face of Mark Ruffalo.
I swear to God, he looked like him. Like I don't know, Mark
That was
Ruffalo
intentional,
the
though.
shit Hulk for real. This started with Hulk. Technically, the first Marvel movie technically was Howard the Duck for real.
Oh yeah, someone actually did mention that. That is, I forgot about that.
But the shit that really blew Marvel up though on the low, what people don't really realize was Blade.
True. Blade was the first.
3 Blade movies. That's what kind of like built up the Marvel the money.
Yeah, they
At the
struggling
end,
to do Blade now.
Incredible Hulk and General meets Tony Stark. Oh, okay. I never noticed that shit. I need to go back and watch that. That's fire. I've never noticed that. Like, cause it must have had a cut. It was in a cut scene. I never noticed. I'm gonna go back and watch that shit.
They always got them Easter eggs in these movies, man. You go back and watch, you always catch something you missed the first time through.
Shit, I done watched that shit in a timeline order. It's like 40-some movies and shows. Like, nigga, that shit is like 2 weeks of movies. Oh, okay, it's a post credit. Yeah, I need to go watch. All right, I need to go back and watch. It's a post credit scene. All right,
those Easter eggs. I'm waiting. I got a bunch of movies. I've been into I got these. You ever heard of this show called Banshee? Max, a Skinamax, a Cinemax show. I was watching it while it was still on air. I caught the pilot back. I think it was back in 2013. It was on air. I think it's like six episodes. I mean, 6 seasons. Man, I got cats hooked on it. After they watch the intro, they're hooked. The pilot gets you hooked. The pilot.
What's the premise of the pilot?
Okay, the premise of the pilot is a dude. He's getting out of jail. That's he's just served 15 years for some alleged crime he did, and he didn't rat, so he served the time, and he's getting out of jail, and he goes to New York to look for a friend to try to find another friend so he could get his cut of the diamonds they allegedly stole.
It's a show?
It's a show called Banshee.
Equalizer. BAN.
BANSHE, like the screaming Banshee.
That's up here too.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm gonna say that shit to my shit if I can find it.
Yeah, it's got the perfect good acting to violence to titty.
Oh, it's only 4. It's only 4 seasons.
Okay, it's only 4. I thought it was like 5. 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna add that shit to my shit. But guys, what's that?
It's got the perfect good acting, the violence, the titty ratio. This dude's always fucking in the movie. He always getting some ass.
You said it was badass to watch the season in 2 weeks.
Yo, it is, right? Yo, I got Chase addicted to that. He started watching it on his own. I was playing it for him, and he started watching it on his own. But he's addicted to that joint. And when
I'm gonna go watch it for real.
We watch a whole season. It's like, and each episode keep getting better and better, more twists, more turns, like weird shit. And then you grow to learn. You grow to like the characters. Like, I think a good show, the key to a good show is character development.
That's a fact.
If you get a character, you can start out hating this motherfucker, and then halfway into the show, you see why he's broken the way he is, and you kind of respect him.
Even sometimes, even hating a character is good too. That makes me a good actor. If you hate them, they bringing some kind of feeling out of you, so that's a good thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? That'll make you watch some shit too. You be like, man, I hate this. Man, I can't wait till somebody kill this motherfucker.
Did you ever watch Power?
Nope. I never watched that shit.
I
tried to watch the first season. The first episode. I couldn't get through it. I was like, hell no.
I watched that. I watched the whole thing, and they do a spinoff of the white boy. He got his own show, Tommy, and Tommy's a fucking beast. I gotta start watching Yellowstone.
There's a couple people, and I never heard of that. See, I gotta broaden my horizons. Like, there's some shit out there I gotta watch. Like,
And with Power, they actually did a spinoff. The main character's ghost son, Tyreek, he got his own show. And on that show, Method Man and Mary J. Method Man plays a lawyer, and Mary J. plays the wife to a drug kingpin who's basically running shit while he's in jail. She's like, she married some Spanish dude. And then even that dude that played Bobby Brown in the New Edition story, he's on that bitch too on the spinoff.
it's like 5 spinoffs of Power too. Like,
There's a bunch. They got a prequel that tells 50 Cent's character story, Kanan.
Yeah, I can't get into all that shit. Man. I'll be like, man, I hate. Know what I hate when they put like people that I know that got no ounce of street in them, and they have them playing the street dude. It just look crazy to me. Like, I don't like it.
Well, this is weird. The Tom Segura or whatever, Sakura, Joe Sakura, whatever the dude that plays Tommy, that was Ghost's right hand man. He plays with this New York accent, right? He's convincing as fuck as a crazy white boy. You wouldn't think that. Like, just regular.
You know why though? I'm gonna show you why. I'm gonna show you where Power went wrong at, where a lot of shows go wrong at. When you do that shit, it's better to get a brand new actor instead of getting an actor that we seen and we know he's a corny. Like, that's like taking Boris Kojo, or not Boris Kojo, don't disrespect, Shamar Moore, and making him pay Frank Lucas.
Yeah. Well, no, this kid.
You like, ilk, nigga, what the fuck?
No, this show with Tom Segura, he's doing good. It's not failing.
But that's what I'm saying, is because he's not, like, you feel what I'm saying? He ain't no, like, who the fuck, what other shit he was in?
He played Banshee. He's in there as a white supremacist, a freaking skinhead.
But he's basically a newer actor.
He was brand new to, like, he wasn't really well known when he jumped into Power.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you feel what I'm saying? You better off getting a newer actor so we don't really know. But if you get like the dude that played Ghost, right? That's the black dude, right? That's the black dude. Mm-hmm. My nigga, come on, my nigga. Like, I don't like when they do that. Like, I'm gonna give you another example, right? The Wire. When we first seen Stringer Bell, which was Idris Elba, we didn't know Idris Elba, so we thought Stringer Bell was the gangster. You feel what I'm saying? We didn't know this nigga, so he came across like he was good acting, like, again. But I don't think him playing. Well, he's a good actor. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't. It's just certain people. It's just certain people. I just don't like the girl that played Tasha, the dark skinned chick, the 3LW chick. Come on, my nigga.
Well, here's the deal: the dude Ghost character and Tasha, they wasn't supposed to be street in Power. They wasn't supposed to. They supposedly allegedly came from the street, but Tommy was the muscle. 50 Cent's character was the one that taught him everything. They was like under his wing. They wasn't really like real street people. It was like my black ass going out there trying to be a street guy.
It was fictitious though.
Yeah.
Like, even when I seen it, like the first episode, I'm like, this ain't real life, nigga. This shit is like any street, like a nigga that been outside gonna see all through that shit. That's why I couldn't watch it. Like, I could watch BMF because it's more realistic. Certain shit is, even I watched Snowfall, right? Even though niggas be like, yo, Snowfall crazy, but back in the 80s and shit like that, it ain't really that crazy. The 80s was wild and niggas was getting money like that.
Yeah, that is true.
Like, it ain't really that crazy. It might sound like it might, but back then, especially, I know in LA or Oakland and all that shit, them niggas was killing them over there. So some of that is coming from a real place. Like, niggas be like, yo, they be like, Franklin killed like 7 people. Man, it's niggas that was walking around that killed way more than 7 people. Fuck you talking about? Like, especially back then, mad niggas running around that killed several different people.
And everybody know who they killed, but nobody gonna say shit to the Pope.
Yeah, everybody know they did it too. Like, it ain't nobody. Yeah, so this was especially back in them 80s. Like, you know, them 80s and them 90s. Like, it was wild. Like,
and it's crazy because the word on who did it gets back to them, but they don't got no evidence to even go after.
The police be knowing, they just can't get them. Like, for real. Like, they try to get them for something else. Like.
I
See a
remember.
bunch of murders like that. The police be knowing exactly who did shit.
Yeah, they couldn't have. I remember when they went when I ain't even going into that. That's some old
Yeah.
history of Bridgeport.
hmm
And it was like a real tragic time. A lot of good people was unalived in that period.
Nigga, we had so much unsolved murders out here. They put a deck of cards. They made a deck of cards with each card had somebody's face on it with a number on it trying to solve murders. Like that's how much unsolved murders we
One,
had.
one year, Bridgeport, Connecticut made it to the cover of Time magazine for Murder per Populace. That's how many murders happened.
Yeah. Yeah. No type.
That's what like one of my boys used to make fun of me because when he told me like, "Where you from?" You hear me talk about stuff from childhood. He was like, "The hard streets of Connecticut, really?"
Be like, nigga,
You have no idea, man.
man. That's one thing I learned too at age. Like, nigga, it don't matter where you go. It's street niggas everywhere. Like, and you might think the nigga from your neighborhood is crazy. It's a nigga from a small town somewhere that's crazy as fuck. Nigga, believe that shit. Aaron Hernandez from Bristol was shooting niggas the fuck down, nigga.
Yeah.
Talking that Connecticut shit, nigga. The Aaron Hernandez was gunning niggas down. Florida, he was going cross state shooting. What? Like,
What's up,
what?
Vera? What's going on? How you doing? I was talking to her earlier about some crazy shit. I be having so many weird conversations about like different topics. Like what's the last one I had was talking about how older dudes dating younger chicks, and it's weird to people now. But I told people in the past, 35, 40-year-old dudes was marrying like 19, 20-year-old women, but they was homemakers back then.
Nah, I just still think that it sounds weird to me. Even to me, I wouldn't do no shit like that. I don't want no 19, 20-year-old girl.
I'm not saying that's the case now, but even some younger folks, like most of the girls that is like 25, 26, they're going for 35 to 40. The dudes they're going
Like that shit Diddy doing like when you 50 and your girl 23, 24. Ew,
for.
my nigga.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck how much money you got, nigga. It's mad women that's bad and they older. Like you don't got what the fuck you getting these little ass girls for. And then when the girl you get older, you go and get a young, like what the fuck? Like
That's what some of these rich dudes do.
that shit weird.
Rich dudes do it. Yeah, but it's their thing because you think about it. They on yachts. They bringing these young broads on. They busting them down anyway. And if they let them come on and actually get a relationship, they should be doing relationships with women that are more mature and all this other stuff. But they busting these broads down left and right. They invite those chicks that only you don't get invited on a yacht as an 18, 19-year-old man, 20-year-old man, unless you working for that dude or you offer something to him. Them rich dudes be having yachts full of this.
I get it, but it's like, nigga, I'm cool, nigga. I'm gonna sit and talk to this little girl. She talking about back in the day was the other day to me.
Well, see, that's
You
a
feel what
different
I'm
thing.
saying?
Open conversation. I have great conversation with cats that's like 25, 26, 27. They're a little more mature. I have good conversations with them, and they bring up phenomenal topics. Oh,
But I'm talking about a woman you dealing with, not like a lot like a motherfucker you having civil discourse with. Like say a woman you dealing with, is she 22? What the fuck is y'all talking about? You understand what I'm saying? Like she ain't live yet. She ain't live enough. Like you know what I'm saying? Person perspective, how compatible are y'all? You get older, can she be? Yeah.
that's what like we was talking about that too. She told me she's like, "What if she want to do things you don't want to do?" I said, "Most women want to do shit I don't want to do." Like if it's a younger broad, she wants to go to a pumpkin patch or some weird shit like that. I said I'll do it to appease my lady, but I don't want to do half the shit. The ideas that some young ladies come up with. What you go? Hold
I
up.
was
Let me
talking about whether she. Yeah, that's true. When that nigga get, she just gonna leave you and take all your bread. That's all. That's what's always gonna happen.
Shit, if I need my
Yeah.
ass wiped, if I'm right, I'll pay somebody to do that. I don't want nobody wiping my ass.
Yeah, she just gonna by the time you get that, she just gonna leave you and try to take a little piece of your money anyway. Yeah, that's how that shit go with the rich
That's what
niggas. That's
everyone
usually how it go.
Even if you marry one that's close to your age, once you get that spot, there's a lot of women that were leaving their husbands because they caught cancer, and these were older women. Was
Yeah,
with
that's
him for
fucked
their
up,
whole life and bounced because the dude got cancer. Yeah.
man.
Loyal women are loyal women.
Not all. Nah, not all. That's true. Yeah, that's true. But it depends on your definition of a gold digger too. Like, you know what I'm saying? They done flipped the word from gold digger to what they call it, a provider. That means paying for everything in their head.
Well, in some circumstances, I look at it this way: like, if you find a loyal individual, it's going to be a loyal individual. Young, it matters. Sometimes age definitely matters with certain triggers. Every guy I've dated pay for everything. Yeah, see, and that's what we were talking about it too. Like, with me, I don't really give a fuck what a woman makes. I just want right companionship right now. I want someone I enjoy talking to, someone I enjoy spending time with, someone I enjoy doing it. It don't matter what they make, and they ain't never had a. I've had women pay for a bunch of shit for me. I have had that before. It wasn't what I was looking for. They just took the initiative to do things, but I wasn't looking for that. That didn't make them more appetizing to me. It made me be a little more considerate to them. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, why is she paying for all that? Yo, much love for the like, brother. Baez out of Puerto Rico.
It should be like that, but man, I wish it was like that. You think every nigga on earth wish it was like that? You know what I'm saying? That's always compatibility, yeah.
Well, yeah, compatibility. And I'm like the easiest dude to get along with. And I've had chicks do nothing but try to start arguments with me in the past. You know what I'm saying? Like I had this one young lady that was interested in me, right? And we were friends. She figured out a way to start an argument to stop talking to me. And she wanted to be my lady. And I was like, yo, if you can't even be my friend, bitch, how you gonna be my lady ever? You figured out a way to start an argument with a nice dude that was supportive, listening to your bullshit.
But what was her reasoning for starting the argument though?
Well, it was always dumb shit. When I noticed, like, here's the shit, like where people they don't listen to you, they take one word and try to argue with you about it. Like, if you make a whole statement, like, for example, we were talking about the Breonna Taylor situation, and she was breaking it down to me, and I was like, yeah, that's a sad situation. I said, unfortunately, Popo's knocking on the wrong house and kicking in the door is not unusual. It's bad. And she goes, how you gonna take up for the cops? Blah, blah, blah. I said, that's not what I fucking said.
But see, you know why I be kind of understanding that, because when I be talking to you, I be feeling like that. I just be knowing I ain't just gonna lose my brain. I be feeling like you be caping for the police too. Like,
well, here's the deal. I will tell you some real shit. Sometimes the real shit that I've observed might not fit a narrative, and it might sound like I'm taking them, but I'm telling you like different things. Like when we were talking about what's it to call it? When we were talking about they did with the George Floyd shit, they did 2 autopsies. First one the family didn't like. They did the second one because the first one like gave all the evidence. It seemed like he died of fentanyl. They did a second one. The other coroner was the one that testified in court. The family is one. And the family coroner.
But see, this is the thing with that fentanyl shit, man. That's why you keep with that Candace Owens fentanyl shit, nigga.
Well, it's not
If
her
he
shit.
was my nigga, if he was dying of fentanyl, why y'all handcuffed him and what your knee was on him for?
Why that dude deserved to be in jail.
Bro, you ever see you ever see somebody listen, bro, you ever see somebody OD off fentanyl? Bro, have you ever seen somebody OD off fentanyl?
Not in person, but on video.
I've seen it in person. They be out, dog. They don't look like that. They not struggling. They not telling you they can't breathe. They be knocked out. Nigga, they ain't no talking. Ain't none of that. Like he was talking. Like they be killing me with this shit.
All the way until he got on the ground, and after they had him on the ground, he stopped.
After he said no, he was even talking when he was on the ground. He definitely was calling for his mommy and all that shit. That nigga was alive. It wasn't no fentanyl.
And he was saying he can't breathe before he even put him on the ground too. In the video.
What you mean?
He was saying that he couldn't breathe before they even got him down when they were wrestling with him to get him down.
He probably couldn't breathe because he was out of breath.
Yeah.
I'm saying if first they struggling with the nigga, he out of breath. He's like, nigga, I can't breathe. Hold on. Let me catch my breath. He couldn't breathe. But that nigga, he OD off no fentanyl, dog. He did. That fentanyl shit's out the window, nigga. He didn't OD off no fentanyl.
It's also
that man. If you watch the video, you go watch them killing him. You could see him suffocating. It wasn't no fentanyl.
Yeah, but here's also the thing that they talk about. A normal, healthy person, you could cut off one carotid artery and the other one will keep pumping.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck if that nigga was half dead. Y'all killed that nigga. Y'all rushed it like it don't matter if.
And that's the reason that dude deserved to go to jail because he didn't.
But this is what I'm trying to explain to you. I'm trying to show you, like, you see how when somebody say something, you will say, "Oh well, this is a normal healthy person." That's why the girl flipped on you, because women is more emotional. So they hear that, they like, "Oh, this nigga taking up for the police." I'm not gonna do that. I know you.
But here's the deal, and that's the thing about it. Like if I bring up uncomfortable facts about circumstances or little shit that I learned, I'm not trying to take up for a bad cop. I'll say every day that nigga deserved to go to jail, but the way they fucked up was they convicted him across all with all charges.
Welcome to America.
They didn't prove that.
Welcome to America. He black now. Welcome to America.
But that's the difference. I told people, I was like, if he gets some money, he's gonna overturn. He's not serving all that time.
That nigga gonna do every day of that shit. They just stabbed that boy. How much they stabbed that nigga? 20 something.
That was a white dude that did it.
A white Mexican. Yeah, stabbed the fuck out that nigga.
But that's why I told people, if you look at, because I watched the trial. I watched every day of the trial. I was like sitting there twiddling my thumbs watching it. No, I missed a lot of shit. But
you know what it is? You know what it is with you? I'm going to show you what it is, and you probably can't see it too. Because you went through all that programming, it's certain shit that they say to you that you would just take for face value that normal people won't. Like when they be saying, "Oh, hold on," when they say, "Oh, we found this in the records," who was watching you? Who the fuck? I don't believe nothing you niggas be saying. You niggas lie all the time, nigga. Niggas lie, cover shit up all the time. I don't believe nothing you niggas be saying. Y'all niggas personally lied on me. I know y'all lying people. So I don't believe nothing they be, all that shit they be saying, "Oh, we got her," they be lying.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. And because you went through the process, you have your natural instinct, because you're trained to believe what they say. You say it's the evidence. Where's the evidence? Who? What? This is just people's opinion.
No. In court, they gotta actually show motherfucking evidence. There's a physician that examined my guy's body. There's a chemist that examined his blood and the contents of that blood. Unless they forged those documents and wanted to end their careers, because they will end their careers if they forge them.
And their career, who gonna tell on them?
So thank you for the love, much love, Bree. Thank you for stopping in. We got 2 hearts. I don't see 2 people. Oh, Michael Baez hit us with the heart too. Thank you, big dog. Appreciate you guys coming in.
Thank y'all.
Share the broadcast, and if you haven't already done so, make sure you're rolling over to Quarter Water TV and subscribing for the high quality content.
Yes, sir. But listen, bro, who gonna tell on them? You really think they don't be lying on people?
Oh, they do.
All of them. I'm talking about all of them, judges, prosecutors, forensic niggas, all of them niggas. You don't think they be lying on people?
The judge's job is to keep defense and the prosecution in line. Judges allow defense to miss. Like if the judges allow the prosecution to do, like, and fucked up shit. That's why, like in cases where a judge's supposed to check the prosecution too.
They don't.
And they don't.
When you black, when you a nigga, I swear to God, they allow the prosecutor to charge you with all kind of shit that don't make no sense. I'm telling you.
That's why you said that what's his name had favoritism, because the judge actually did his job. The what's his name? Kid.
My nigga, but you don't never see in real life. You don't never see that. Like, you don't see them judge being all happy. Go, oh yeah, just throw that out, man. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, they didn't just throw.
You don't
shit
see
out.
that. Man, he was just throwing. He was acting like a defense attorney for Kyle Rittenhouse.
The prosecution was doing all sorts of violations. They did
My nigga, they do. That's what they do. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. This is what you don't get. They do that.
I understand that, but I'm just
so why is it different? So why is it different from Kyle though? Why? This is what prosecutors normally do. This is what they do. They hit you with a bunch of shit. This is what they do. They come in there and call you a monster. They do all of that shit. This is what they do to everybody. I don't get how it was different for Calvin. All of a sudden, the laws, man, get the fuck out of here with that law shit.
That's not the first judge to actually do his fucking job.
Nah, man, shit. Show me, man. Shit.
We ain't got enough time to be sitting watching these trials. There was a brother. It was a brother that, like, it was like within the past year or so, he was an ag felon convicted with a firearm, but he used the firearm for self-defense. So they were trying to get him in murder, and his defense was able to get the murder charge thrown out. He just got the conviction for the illegal possession of a firearm, which technically he should have been clear if he was off paper. That's what I said. If you a felon and you off paper, you should get all your Constitution right. Unless you use weapons in your crimes, you should get all your Constitution.
My nigga, somehow, if you black and you could be defending yourself, somehow you'll still end up in jail. You might not get the murder or something. Somehow they're gonna find a way to lock your black ass up. Or if they can't, they be mad about it, nigga. They gonna OJ you, lock you up. You beat some shit, then lock you up for stealing your own shit. The first nigga in history locked up for stealing his own shit.
He lost that civil trial, and them people robbed him of all of his private assets. And then the only way he was able
OJ, period.
If they was the only way he was able to get it back, those other people he was going after had stolen his shit. He was going to take his shit back with some thugs, and they locked him up for it.
That's what I'm saying. He got back for taking back his own shit. The first nigga in history. They love stealing shit from niggas, man. I'm telling you, man. It's a documentary on Netflix. I'm on Amazon right now, how they try to steal these black people land. And the black people said, the grandfather said, before I die, don't let them take my land. They was locking people up. I forgot what the name of the documentary, but it's on Amazon. You could look it up.
There's an affluent neighborhood in Georgia over like 200 and something acres that there used to be black residents. They murdered and chased all the black people away, and this was in the 1930s. And then after about like the 1940s, they start parceling the land off. One white guy selling to another white guy, and now that land's completely sold. There's mansions there, high profile shit. Some of the relatives of the people that were chased away and murdered are still alive today. You know what I'm saying? So they're owed. That was their land that was literally stolen from them.
Now look how I'm gonna bring this conversation full circle, right? These same people that get their shit stolen when they go to court, what the judges do?
Over the history, they've upheld it. They never gave them what they deserved here in the States.
So this is the same judges that we have to go in front of when you fight criminal charges. This the same judges that told the Tulsa niggas they denied them niggas too. And them niggas still alive. Some of them people still alive. They threw bombs on them niggas. And they denied them niggas, Brad.
They took National Guard planes and threw kerosene on top of buildings.
And these are the same judges and prosecutors. That's what I be trying to say. Like, these are the same judges.
These are the kids of those judges. They were talking about
No, some of these is the same. Some of these niggas is the same niggas for
some
real.
niggas had to be like 130 years old from Tulsa.
No, not from. I'm not saying from. They might not have been like alive when, like a judge when Tulsa, but you know they was around.
The
Like,
proceedings
that
that
type of
happened
shit.
after the fact. These are the people that
Right.
were. Yeah, I get.
These are the people that's upholding all the same. That's what I mean. Not the people that was alive. These are the same judges that's upholding, that's denying these people shit. These the same judges that you got to go in front of where you get charged with some shit. So how you gonna beat it? That's what I'm saying. The system is rigged. They tell you the law is not the same for you. It's not. Unless unless they clearly do some, like, you gotta clearly show, like, yo, they put that shit on you. This shit is crazy, and then they'll throw it out. But if it ain't just clearly just crazy, they'll try you for that shit, nigga. If you black, you going to trial. They ain't just throwing it out, nigga. Like a judge supposed to throw certain shit out. Like when they don't be having probable cause and all that goofy shit they be doing. Like that type of shit.
Yeah, and that's one of the things too. Like along with my training, I actually took law classes to present cases to grand juries and shit of that nature, and represent the government in court as well.
So you know how to spin shit.
Well,
so when them niggas on the field fuck up, you know how to spin it. That's basically your job. Like them niggas that be in the field start fucking up, you go in there and spin it around and make it seem like, you know what I'm saying?
Because back when I was doing that, I was them niggas in the field. them dumb niggas that was creating cases, them niggas that was doing things. But I don't miss that shit. I do miss, like, you get to read some interesting shit. You gotta be a reader. You gotta be a reader.
But see, y'all niggas, the feds don't really, them niggas don't play like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? They ain't like the regular police. Like they filthy too, but they just another kind of filthy. They just turn everybody again. They turn friends against each other and just have everybody telling. And then throw like in coat, and then throwing like in undercovers in your mix and all kind of. They do all kind of shit like that. Like,
I wasn't doing all that. And to make a case, I ain't never lied. I took the evidence that was in front of me. There was no real to lie. You had to present like documentary evidence. You had to present like you had to follow a thing. You couldn't lie. You couldn't.
Yeah, them niggas ain't. That's one thing with them. They not like the regular police would literally just write some shit in a police report that's a straight up lie.
If you get caught lying,
the feds ain't doing that shit. You going to jail.
If you get caught lying, even if it's nothing that's chargeable, you get giglioed. So you're useless to the government for any court proceeding. They shut you down. You can't submit no evidence no more. You can't participate in cases no more. You can't do anything because you've already had a black eye. And the first thing the defense will do was like, this nigga lied on this case.
This nigga's a liar. Yeah, your word don't mean nothing. Yeah, your word you tarnish. Yeah, so they shit is 100%. So if they see what the feds will do is if they got a nigga lying, if they catch an agent lying, they just throw the whole case out and just try to catch you another day. That's all they'll do. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Before it get to like court and shit like that, they just throw the whole shit out and just try to build a whole nother case. Like,
that's why prosecutors get to pick and choose their cases. Prosecuting attorneys look at it, they look at the shit and they see it's a shit case, they could just throw it out. They could say, I'm not touching this with a 10-foot pole. Now, when they get embarrassed, if it's a politically driven case that they have to take through the
you get somebody getting fried. That's a fact. That's a fact.
But even sometimes they'll take those cases and that's when they'll lose them royally. Defense will destroy them. They'll wind up looking like a piece of shit in the end, and then that's when they start doing extra shit, jumping over, and that's when the judge is supposed to slap their pee-pee because they don't have the case.
Man. I'm telling you, them judges be dirty, man. Them niggas be biased, man. A lot of them niggas be old. They come from only bathroom days, like. And the black ones be on some boule shit, like, so they be worse than the white ones. Like,
you know, the worst judges is the child support judges, because you know that the child support judges, the more money they take from the people that they're charging, that shit goes to the judge's retirement fund, a portion of every dollar they collect from dads. goes to
All
the
them
judge.
niggas the same.
That's
All them judges the same niggas though, man. They the same. They ain't no different. It be the same judges though. They ain't like you know you talking about the probate judges, like them niggas, family court niggas. Them
family
niggas
court.
is the word. They
Family
is bad, but
they'll do everything. It could be a mom that's a shitty ass crackhead, and the dad's a stand up guy. They can do everything to put their kid back with the mom.
yeah, that's how. Yeah, that's just yeah. Yeah, but like I said, man, ain't no different to me. That's them judges is bad, but all them niggas be on some shitty shit. They don't be going by the law. They say they do, but it be like nigga the law be the niggas be looking like the law at the law like the Bible, depending on how everybody interpret it type shit. Like
And law is a weird thing too. Like I this is one discussion I had before. Like you know that like when a police officer arrests you, they don't have to read you your Miranda rights. They only need to read you your Miranda rights if they're going to question you about the crime they're arresting you for, which most likely they will. So that's why it's a local policy where they have to. But constitutionally, they don't really have to read you shit. They just can't question you about your crime, and that's it. So I was telling one friend, she got emotional on me about that. I was like, yeah, that's bullshit. That's not true. So, bitch, I was taught this by a college professor. I took a
but it's not different in each state though.
Each state has their own policy, but constitutionally they don't have to. Like they're not breaking the law by not reading it to you, but they're breaking a policy. The policies are different than law.
Let me show you the trick bag with the law, right? With the state and the federal and the constitution. Let me show you the trick bag with the law. You know why the law is so complicated? It's meant to be complicated because the shit is not meant to be fair for everybody. It's supposed to be the law was basically written to treat a certain people a certain way and a certain people another way. This is a fact. I don't care how they want to flip that shit. They can try to, cause there's gonna be certain people that slip through the cracks that get it. But look how much black people they done locked up compared to everybody else. Like it's because the law is written a certain way, and it's so they writ it so funny style where everybody can interpret it funny, so they can interpret it like this. If you do this thing, I'm gonna charge you with this. But if he do the same shit you do, this is man.
Well, I know.
So that's why they writ the law like that. That's why it's so funny. That's why why they ain't just write it in simple terms. Why it's all this freaky shit? Because you try to confuse people.
Yeah, I think the biggest injustice that was done in modern time was some of those crack laws, well, all of the crack laws to make crack more a life sentence and coke just a couple years. You could get 5 years for coke, but 5 to 10 years for coke, but life for crack.
The whole Constitution was written in a certain way, so you can't. So certain people could get away with certain shit and certain people can't. That's why they could come. That's why they're able to come out with crack laws and charge you give you more time for crack, and you get you got coke, the same amount of coke or double the amount of coke and get less time. That's why they could do shit like that because the laws.
Slavery was specifically left out of the
Constitution is fucked up.
Slavery was specifically left out of the Constitution because there was a handful of people that were writing the bitch where majority of their wealth and their drive was on dealt with slaves. So
you think it was a handful?
Only a handful. Well, with them, it was only a handful of niggas doing this shit. So most of the niggas that was doing this shit probably they were slave owners. But I'm
gonna go out on a limb and say everybody that had anything to do with the Constitution had wherever their money came from, it came from slavery. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that all of them.
Yeah, that's a huge limb. There was a bunch of them that didn't have slaves. There was a bunch.
But listen, they didn't have slaves, but they inherited shit that came from slave money.
Well, I said the whole country did, man. Yeah.
That's my point. So all of them, it don't matter if they were saying, "Oh, I'm against slavery." They turn their back to certain shit. I'm gonna give you another example, right? This is how they was doing with the alcohol, the prohibition, right? Alcohol was illegal, but they knew niggas was they knew motherfuckers was making money off it. They knew it. They'll lock certain people up, and then they'll let certain people go.
That's true.
This is what This is why the law. This is why I'm telling you. Trust me, bro. They wrote. Why they didn't write the law simple? Why is all this stupid ass language in it? Why y'all ain't write it? Because y'all wanted to confuse people. So if we wanted certain people go to court, we could charge them with all the stupid shit and lock them up. And then other people go to court, we could say, oh, it's because this, and they got away with it because this, and this. And they do it every day. That's why it's we 12, 13% of the country, but we 70, 60 something percent of the jails. Like, how the fuck is that possible? And they act like, oh, y'all doing all the murders, but most of the people locked up is for petty shit. So explain to me that.
Well, most of the murders done by black folks, just like every other race, they're usually killing people like them. So white folks usually kill white folks. Black folks usually kill the bulk of them. It's black folks. Spanish folks, if they're in a Spanish neighborhood, victimize their own people. So, like, yeah, black.
But I'm not even talking about the victimizer shit. I'm saying most people that's locked up is locked up for bullshit. It ain't everybody ain't locked up for murder. It's not. You feel what I'm saying? All these niggas that's in jail ain't locked up for murder. Most of them is bullshit charges. So what I'm saying is, how is all these black people getting locked up for all these bullshit charges? Like, what is that? Not the murderers and all the serious shit that people supposed to go to jail. All this other shit that y'all locking people up for.
Like we.
That's where all that stupid shit they be locking niggas up for. Sleeping on the sidewalk, crossing the street the wrong way, coming out your house at the wrong time, all the goofy shit, selling cigarettes in front of the store, Air Gardner, all that goofy shit they be locking niggas up for.
Yeah, that's the vagrancy laws were specifically designed to target black people. That's known. Like the
nigga, all the laws. Nigga, you think I'm playing all the laws? Every last law was targeted, was specifically put so certain people we could get away with certain shit, certain people can't. That's why the words is all funny. Because if it wasn't, it'd just be simple as the same reason why they put all that legal jargon and certain shit instead of making it simple is so regular people can't read it, and you gotta these other people get in your pocket and charge you for reading it. That's what it's for.
Even as a young buck, the law is complicated, but it wasn't that complicated. I know a lot of smart young black folks that stayed in the legal library, that fought their own cases, that figured the shit out. They read, and that's what Pops always said: you can't do shit unless you read. You gotta read. And these dudes read, and there's one dude 50 Cent was talking about, that was his homie, that was he was trying to make a show off of him. This dude won his own case on his own through the legal library. And he wound up beating the shit, and then he got out, got the case, got his shit overturned, got expunged, and became a defense attorney.
Yeah, because he was in jail. You know how much hours of reading that nigga probably put in? That shit ain't easy to.
Exactly right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, mad out. First of all, you got to read with a dictionary. You know how long it's gonna take you to read. He got all the time in the world, but in order for them dudes to start reading in the beginning, they have to read with a dictionary, because you don't know what this shit, half this shit, what they talking about. Like, that's what I'm saying. Why do they do that?
If I read legal shit, there's this black law dictionary. It has nothing to do with black people, but it's a dictionary of legal terms, and it's like a staple. If you're gonna do law shit, you need to have one of them dictionaries next to you. But now you got the internet. You could just Google a shit, and it'll pull up Black's Law Dictionary. But yeah, some of this legal jargon is confusing. The internet.
But I'm trying to tell you and I'm trying to tell you that they did it confusing, and then they even more confused you when they gave each state power to have their own laws too. So now it's doubly confusing, because now the state got power to be super racist now.
Well, the thing was, the states were supposed to operate independently. The federal government was only supposed to be oversight. Federal government is not even supposed to be in our pockets for taxes. Our great-great-grandparents didn't pay federal income tax. They struggled to get their hands in our pockets, and they kept them in there ever since. And they're still trying to keep their hands in there. What's supposed to happen is the residents of the state are supposed to pay taxes. The federal government is supposed to get their taxes through tariffs. and then whatever cut the state pays them from their citizens.
Man, this what I'm keep trying to tell you though, bro. They do it all that keep trying to all they not supposed to. You know how much shit we could go down a list of shit they ain't supposed to do. They do it every day. They wasn't supposed to bring coke in here to make crack to get money to fund that war neither. The Contras and all that dumb shit they was doing.
Oh, it's grimy shit. Yeah, of course.
Or whatever kind of shit they got going on with this fentanyl too, like. Cause it's something going on. Cause why y'all can't stop that from getting here? That shit ain't made here. Fuck, y'all can't stop that shit from coming here. Like,
one of my homies was trying to tell me that it was a conspiracy that the shit was coming from China, but a huge chunk of the medical grade shit, even the legal shit that comes from China. So the illegal shit, they're figuring out a way to buy it, ship it to other countries, and the cartels are bringing it across the border.
And that would have, man, I was just about to say some shit, man. Let me not even, man.
You don't want to Alex Jones the water, make
I don't want to get into the Alex Jones shit, but a lot of that shit, like I said, man, with the law, like I love my country. Don't get it twisted. I love it, but when certain shit, I'm gonna call it like I see it. I know it. I don't give a fuck. If everybody at this time was racist, they looked at black people as not humans when they was writing this law. You ain't gonna sit here and tell me these laws was made for us. They wasn't. They made them shit to spite us. That's what all the laws is, to spite niggas. If you go to court, the odds is against you. You guilty until proven innocent when you black. You gotta prove that you ain't do that shit. I don't care what they can say. Oh, you in it? You gotta, in their mind, you did that shit. You think they don't think that? And when they see you coming, they think you did that shit. Whatever it is, like they think.
So you made me think about that thing. There's a satire skit where a little white girl got charged for stabbing her friend with a screwdriver, and they gave her the harshest sentence ever. She was going to be tried as a black man. You ever saw that?
No, but it's real. That's just real as hell.
It was hilarious.
But even not even just. Let's not even do that. Not even just black men, because they be doing black women dirty too. They be doing black women dirty too. If you a black woman and you go to court and shit like that, they gonna do you dirty too. It ain't just black men. It's not. The laws is written against us, and they can say, "Oh, you talking crazy," but nigga, prove that I'm talking crazy, nigga. I can show you several. Nigga, it's statistically, and this is federal statistics, that black people get charged, get sentenced, get charged more, and get sentenced more for the same crimes as white people. Explain that to me. Like, you gotta explain that to me. We get longer sentences.
I have someone bring them stats to me years ago. Yeah, I've seen those.
That's what I'm saying. That shit is fact. So somebody got to explain that to me. If what I'm saying is cap, explain that to me, nigga. Like, what I'm saying is fact. If the laws wasn't written against it, the laws is written so you can't understand what's going on. So they can charge you with some shit and not charge somebody else with some shit, and then give you some cockamamie a reason for why they didn't get charged with that shit and you did. Because you was walking across the street with your left leg leaning out first. That's why you got that charge, and he didn't. He stood there for 2 seconds and then started walking. Some stupid shit that don't make no sense. Like, same as that charge.
Yeah, I thought about it like once I retire next year, outside of doing this, maybe going to school to get a law degree and doing some other work too. Then I thought about it, and then I thought about maybe going to get what do you call it? Audio engineering degree to do like video editing, music editing, mixing down shit. So at least if like that.
Nah, I'm listening. I ain't about to say no. I'm listening.
I was and I could figure that, like, you know, with the whole family and the folks we got, like, it'll be something that could help. And the reason I do like law a little bit, but I don't think I want to be in the court fighting for nobody, and they're doing that shit, because that shit is gonna be draining, exhausting.
Because what if they really did it?
And you
got
still
to fight for them. Yeah.
You got it. It's your fucking job.
Yeah.
It's your job to do that. And I just don't really want to be like if I was a defense attorney, then even if you're a prosecutor, you could know that this nigga probably didn't do it, but you're still gonna keep pushing to convict an innocent man.
Nigga, you know how foul that is, nigga?
It's foul as fuck.
So
Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying with the system. The system broke, dog. Once this what they should have did. That's what I'm saying. But they knew what they was doing. That's why I'm trying to explain to you. When they said, all right, slaves, the black people is free. That no more slavery. They humans. Or they should have rewrote the whole Constitution all over again. They kept the same shit. They kept it and then just left it. Is added just a couple little shits and just kept all the rest of that funky shit up in there. Like. And then all these judges staying judges forever. That's what, and they won't never die off. These niggas all old and still racist. They be like, this is the thing I hate, right? If you was racist when you was young, you still racist. That shit ain't go nowhere. That shit do no. You can't get cured of that, dog.
People don't change. I've seen situations where people have come to a realization that what they were taught was wrong. I've seen people that felt one sort of way, but it's kind of ingrained in you. So there may be some racist niggas that realize the fault and what they were taught. You think they all?
Let me show you something. Yeah, I think they just all realize they can't get away with acting like that in public. Prime example, Nick Fuentes. Now Nick Fuentes saying he ain't racist no more. He don't think like that no more. You know why he's saying that? Because he know he finally realized he can't get away with acting like that in public. So what they start doing is acting covert and doing like Joe Biden. They start acting covert and doing covert racism. They start hanging around black people, but it's a certain kind of black people. Then they start saying shit. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it is. You don't that shit. It don't go away. I don't care. You don't. There's no cure for that.
What is Nick Fuentes' ethnic background?
I think he's supposed to be like Mexican or something or some shit like that. But he a white Mexican. He don't know no Spanish or nothing like that. I think. Or Italian. No, Italian, I think. Italian. I think that's what it is. Italian. Supposed to be Italian. But yeah, even him. Huh?
Little young motherfucker.
Yeah, young.
he look Ben Shapiro-esque.
But bro, think about it. What you think if somebody that was racist, right? What could possibly change their mind to make them not racist no more? What?
Find out they part Negro.
You think they care about that? I don't care nothing about that shit.
That was not a
that make them even more racist. Like,
oh,
he was racist.
He was born in LaGrange Park. Was it LaGrange Park, Illinois? He's from Illinois. Township High School. They don't say what his parents were. Fuentes could be Portuguese. It could be Spaniard.
I think he said he was Italian. I'm telling you. I think he said he was Italian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he said he was Italian.
Fuentes, he is of Mexican descent via paternal ancestors and is Catholic. He's considered a far right and an atheist.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah, but I think
I heard of this kid. Oh, he only 25, man. He still got some of
that. So now when he 50, he gonna say he ain't racist no more. He's saying that already. I'm telling you. What happens is they realize they can't get away with that. Sponsors can't touch them, so they start doing covert shit. That's what happens. Joe Biden.
Yeah,
Joe Biden's still nasty racist. He's still nasty. Nasty. I don't care how many black people you hang around or so-called black. Because Kamala, she ain't really black, dog.
Yo, Kamala's a woman of color. She's not black. She's not descendant.
I don't know what the fuck woman of color is. That's
she's a melanated person. That's it.
Is she?
I mean, look at her. She brown.
Man, she
She's
look.
Indian. She's Indian. Well, mostly Indian. They're melanated people. They're not black
Oh
people.
they not black. Yeah, she
Yeah.
Indian. Yeah, she Asian.
She's Asian and mixed with Jamaican.
Jamaican, but that don't. But even the Jamaican part of her might be Indian too. That's the whole catch to that too.
This dude got the most negative list of known fors. I can't even read that shit because YouTube would rip this
Oh
shit.
yeah. I could have told you that already. I told
No,
you.
it's not like one,
Nick
two.
Fuentes is a known white supremacist, dog. Like a known. But I'm saying even now, if you see like an interview with him now, he's saying that he's not racist no more. He was. You know who he's friends with? He's friends with your boy Myron and them. He's
Yeah.
cool with them. Yeah, that's their boy. Myron, this what I'm saying. Myron is a goofball. Myron was on Rumble with a Ku Klux Klan thing on his head, running around making monkey noises. See, now this is the thing with Myron too. I was doing some research on Myron. You know that's not. Hold on. You know that's not really his name, right?
I've seen it. He got some sort of Arabic name, or
yeah, he's you know he's really not even black, right? He's really an Arab.
Yeah.
So all this you basically you a tether. So you acting like you black because you not black. You not even ain't nothing about you black. You's an Arab. You an Arab.
Are listed in the European census as Caucasian.
Exactly. So you ain't even they come over here. I bet you on his paperwork probably say white too.
Possibly.
You know who's saying they white? This what I'm saying. This what I be saying about these people, man. Yo, son. Your pops could talk. Me and pops, I swear I'd love to have a debate with pops on that shit. Cause them niggas over there are so confused. I don't know what's going on with them. Them African niggas bugged out. They bugged out. The Somalis, you have some people from Somali tell you they ain't black. They just white, tan white people, darker than me and you.
Good riddance. Yo, you heard what the fucking, this is crazy. A couple years ago, everybody got problems with Somalis. Every nation. Somalis won't take their citizens back, and you can't have a major airline running out of your country if you won't take your people back. Fucking Saudi Arabia got pissed at them, packed planes full of Somalis, and just dropped them in random places in Somalia and told them
that's why they everywhere. And this the crazy shit, right? This the crazy shit. Everybody else, they catch hell in your homeland, and then you come here hating black American niggas. No, hating black Americans, and we didn't do nothing to none of you niggas. We ain't got nothing to do with your struggles in your homeland. We ain't over there stealing your resources. We ain't doing none of that.
Yo, Pops will educate you on the psyop that caused that with the rest of the world.
No, I know what's going on. I know what it is. Like you found saying, but the whole point is, why are they mad at us though?
They got no reason to be mad at us.
But they are though. They come over here calling us all kind of weird. They all got pejorative names for us. It's the weirdest shit on earth. Like,
oh man, get your shit together, G. You come
or just go over there. And what y'all need to do is, rise up and fight in your homeland and fight like we did. Fight like our ancestors did. We was catching hell. They was lynching us. We the minority here. You found saying? Fight like we did.
Everybody about to be in a minority with all these cats we letting in right now.
Yeah, shit.
I thought Obama did enough for us to lose our voting leverage, but he didn't. Biden might have.
Yeah, that nigga Biden went crazy. That voting shit don't matter though. All it's gonna do is, like I said, I'm gonna show you what's gonna happen. Y'all let all these people in, and like I said, what's gonna happen is y'all just gonna let some people in that don't want no immigrants in, because what happens with a lot of these immigrants, they don't want to let nobody in behind them. And this is fact. That's why they all vote Republican when they get Americanized, all of them.
Well, the thing is that, like, even with the Republicans, they're about legal migration. They're not about illegal. migration.
They about sending niggas home. They don't want that legal migration. That's just the way.
Here's the
That's
deal.
just the way.
You don't send niggas home that came here legally. They don't have to go home.
No, they're not gonna send them home. But what's gonna happen is, look, when they start the immigration shit, they gonna start sending the illegals home first, and then they just gonna make it hard as fuck for you to come in the country. That's what's gonna happen, nigga. Trust me.
Right now, because right now it's just like what happens is the people that monitor and manage the work permits and all that stuff, they're overwhelmed with dealing with the influx of people, so it's a little harder for them. So it's making legal migration a little more difficult by process.
I'm gonna show you what they're gonna do, man. You know what legal migration is? I'm gonna show you what's gonna happen. Legal migration. Jamaica, y'all out of there. Haiti, y'all out of there. Mexico, y'all out of there. All you Nigerians, y'all out of there. All y'all people from Africa, y'all out of there. Germans, welcome. Irish,
well,
welcome.
Those people, a lot of those first world countries, a lot of Germans aren't really trying to come here like that.
They not good. That's what I'm saying. So when they talk about legal migration,
they're going to be trying to soon. With this war with Russia, they're going to be trying to come.
So now, hey, Ukrainians, they'll let all them in. They'll let certain
right
Europeans.
Now, Ukraine has a war, so they're coming in as actual refugees from the war.
But this is what I'm trying to explain to you. When they talk about legal migration, nigga, all them countries that I just named, y'all no more. Y'all never be back over here again legally. I'm telling you. Well, they're gonna let all them European countries in because they gotta get the numbers back up again. That's how that shit gotta go.
Even with all these motherfuckers they're letting in, portion of the people they're letting in are all part of the Caucasian. They have a lot of caucasity. They're looking like but the thing about it is that for the most part, immigration is a huge portion of our culture here in the States, period. They let people in millions every year. Then millions come in that don't want to wait in the line. The most anti-illegal migrants are the legal migrants. They had to spend money, wait for their family.
That's a fact.
Wait for their family to come.
All them niggas come here and vote Republican. Every last one of them niggas. Every last one of them niggas.
They were making it funny because the only countries in South America that are barred from coming here are socialist countries like Venezuela. They'll send them back because Venezuelans are going to vote Republicans 10 times out of 10, or at least 8 times out of 10. They might get that 1% of Venezuelan that don't vote Republican, but they sending them asses back quick. They sending them back.
See, the whole thing is, but this the thing. So do Mexicans though. When Mexicans come here and they as soon as they get Americanized, they vote Republican. They don't be voting no Democrat niggas.
These
they don't fuck with no.
No, man, them breed. These neo-Mexicans that are coming in now, they're a different breed.
Nah, they vote that when they first get here. But listen, this is what happens. When they first get here, they vote, Democrat, because they weren't trying to get all their people in. When they get here, as soon as they get comfortable, they vote Republican. They all do that shit. Nigga, half the Republicans that you see that's right-winger, they Mexican. Nigga, you think I'm lying? Half of them right-winger niggas is Mexican.
Well, what I try to tell people too, that's the problem, is they confuse the definition of conservative. They act like conservative means white supremacist. Conservatives, if you're Abuela from Cuba, your conservative is your grandma from Mexico. Your conservative is your grandma from Nigeria. Those motherfuckers will still vote conservative because they conservatism. Like me and Dad had this argument. Dad's like, "What are they conservative?" I was like, "Well, conservatism is supposed to be conserving traditional values. Liberalism is supposed to let the conservatives know, okay, y'all old niggas, y'all need to understand shit has changed." But right now, liberalism is so crazy that even liberals are seeming conservative. They're seeming like they're on a like middle of the ground. Motherfuckers are seeming conservative, and that's not.
Because if you ain't with all that freaky shit, then you ain't liberal.
You know,
you gotta be extra freaky to be liberal.
Like even with my conservative head ass, I'm not really a conservative, but I believe in the women's right to choose. My only thing I'll tell them is like, you can't pretend that shit means something when you want it, and it don't mean shit when you don't. You can't get to choose like that. but you can choose what you do with your body. If you want to do the scoop, flush,
That's your motherfucking body. Yeah,
nobody.
do what you
But
want.
don't try to act like it don't mean something. But when you want it to mean something, it means something. You can't switch it up like that, and that's what the problem I have with some of the feminazis. They try to like, yeah, it's just a clump of cells. It's just.
But that's why I don't say conservative. I say right wing. Because the right wing, most of them right wing motherfuckers is got Mexican heritage. Huh? I'm telling you, most of them. If you start Ted Cruz, when you start getting in these dudes' backgrounds, you start seeing, you be like, oh shit, he's Mexican. Yup.
Well, a lot of Mexicans are devout Catholics and highly religious.
But that shit ain't got nothing to do with being a right winger and a racist.
But
a suspected white supremacist.
Nick Fuentes, he's a weirdo because I know Mexicans that are conservative as fuck and they're not on the racist side of the house. They're not doing.
Are they the white Mexicans or the Mexicans? Like regular Mexicans?
Well, they ethnic Mexicans. They look.
Mexican. Yeah, see, there's a difference. Yeah. You got the white ones. The white ones are a little different, like than the traditional like Mexicans. They got white Mexicans. Like Nick Fuentes is a white Mexican.
Well, right now, what a lot of people don't know, what transition in the world of racial labeling. If you're, because Hispanic is not a freaking race, it's a biracial culture. So look Caucasian and you're Hispanic, you're Caucasian. If you look,
they put you white. Yeah,
if you look black, but no, you're Afro. Whatever.
But that's not even true, because some of the black ones are still going by they Caucasian.
They can say they Caucasian all they want, but they ain't. They too brown to be.
But I'm saying they paperwork say that.
Not now. If they coming in the United States, not now.
If you look, they coming here.
If you looking like me, you Afro, whatever the fuck you is, Afro Peruvian, Afro Honduran, Afro Colombian, Afro whatever the fuck you is, you Afro that the fuck out. You might be high yellow and you could get away with saying some other shit. But they be
changing that shit when they get here. That shit be saying white. Them niggas be putting white on their paperwork. I'm telling you. Niggas don't be from here. Them niggas will put white on that paperwork.
Yo, I got this cat. What's his name? He do that skit. Poppy ain't no snitch. Hold up. Let me find this motherfucker. I love this dude. He died.
He died? Oh, you talking about the comedian dude that you showed last week?
Yeah, that motherfucker is the fucking dude, man. I wish he would have been able to be here to do more commentary because his impressions, trying to make sure. Oh, Rashid Thurman, that's his name, Rashid Thurman. I want to make sure throughout my internet career, motherfuckers know who Rashid Thurman is because he died way too soon, way too fucking early. He was hilarious. He said, "Yo, Poppy, why the cat over there sleeping on the bread?"
That's hilarious.
Yo, my boy was a fucking phenom. He was a beast, and I want to let his family know my deepest condolences because he left way too soon. He was only like 30 something.
Yeah, young as fuck.
Yeah, Poppy ain't no snitch. That's why he like me. Cause he talk about the Latino. He's like, nigga, you black. He was like, you black too. He's like, no, you black like this. He did it. That's what made me think about it. Like the Latinos doing, or the Dominican nigga that went viral for getting pissed that Dominicans were calling themselves black. He was like screaming in the camera and spitting. You're not black.
I'm trying to tell you. Some of them niggas ain't like they be dark like me and you, and they say they ain't black. They say they white.
That's not gonna remove the shaboinking cock that was being buried in your female ancestors.
Yeah, they don't care. They just ignore all that shit the same way Italians do.
Yeah, that's not gonna make it disappear, dog. Yo,
they just ignore it.
One of my best friends, he's a parent white boy, but his dad's Portuguese, and his dad's olive color Portuguese. So it means they have some Moors over in that area. And my boy used to tell his dad all the time, "Hey, Dad, you know that permanent suntan you got, there was some big black African buried dick into one of your ass.
That's hilarious.
And he was saying,
That's
and my
hilarious.
boy looked white as hell. He looks white as hell. He takes after his mom. And he used to tell her, he said, I know I got black in me, bro. I'm not, he said, I don't give a fuck. And he's one of my brothers. Like, that motherfucker is bad because he calls me racist because when I come to Connecticut, I only visit brown people and not not the white boy. He said, you racist.
Hilarious.
I was like, yo, I had to go see my kids. He said, my kids never seen you and they still call you Uncle Juju. We'll do like video chats, yo. His kids are. He has 2 little girls and a wife. He's an amazing wife. So God bless him. I'm happy that he has that. But damn, if shit goes to the fan, he's one of the motherfuckers I would tell you grab your shit and go to him because he ain't that far from you. I mean, he's Massachusetts a little bit. So
yeah, that's right there. That's right there.
Yeah, but he got acres and guns and all that other shit.
Oh man.
But yeah, man. I mean, we only had 1 hour and 30 minutes. We covered a bunch of different topics, but you got anything else you thinking about?
Nah.
Hey, we might be able to shut this down a little early, man. I'm glad we still did it though, because I was worrying about shit. I was going through intestinal distress. Intestinal distress a little earlier. Like, am I going?
Nigga, drink some water, nigga. It's gonna get you a big.
I always got water. I am drinking
some water, man. So I'm saying, get some more water, and you get that shit out of you, whatever the fuck was in you.
Yeah, but there's been some new shit going around, giving people fevers, and they don't know what it is. They don't test positive for COVID. They don't test positive for the flu, but they're getting like 103, 102 fevers. So their bodies
some new COVID shit.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. This one girl, maybe next pod, I'll bring her. I'll try to download a clip of her talking about what she's dealing with. And she's like pissed. She's like, "What is going on? I got a fever. Motrin won't even drop it. It's just staying where it is. She don't know what's going on." But we got so much
crazy
over here. It's just disgusting. I wish I would have bought the land earlier because Nene wants to do like a little garden. She wants to raise chickens. Nene likes animals.
Yeah, that's dumb. My daughter does too. She like animals too.
So one day maybe down the road we'll move to a spot where there's a bunch of land. And then
land.
So when my ass croak, they could just carry on with the land and raise their animals and do whatever the fuck they need to do. And then bring family out. Hopefully it's enough land where other family could build houses on it and all that other shit. That was my dream shit. But anyway, that's enough of that. But hey, ladies and gentlemen and ladies, thank you for coming to the Hard Pause podcast. We appreciate all the folks that came through. Please make sure you're smashing some of the folks that came through with a follow button. But first and foremost, make sure you're going to Water TV and hitting with that subscription to get some good quality content. We'll see you when we see you.
Peace.
Peace.